you're enough. And I know that I said that in the last video, but I just came back to tell you that you are enough. And for that really great idea that's going on in your mind right now, for that decision you want to make, for that person you want to talk to, for that dream you want to go after, you should do that. Like, you 100% should do that. And I just want to remind you of that. That's all. I wanted to get on this camera to remind me, that's all I have to say too. I have to remind myself that I am enough and that I should go after the shit that I want to do. Transparently, things have been going well lately at work, in my social life, in my emotional state, career. Things are like very confusing, but also still feeling good. I think there's like this message in the back of my head that feels like, why is this happening? Or is really worried and feels like things are gonna go to shit, to be honest. But I feel like I'm having to learn that I have to combat that, and I have to realize that, why not me? You know, instead of saying like, why me? Why is this good thing happening? I should say, why not me? You know, like, why would this not work out for me? One example is just like dating, and I'll be real quick on it, but I feel like lately I've been having more opportunities to talk to people, and I realize when I get into relationships or like start to create a romantic relationship, in the past, when I start to feel vulnerable with the person, when I start to feel like I'm getting close to them, I'm starting to like them, I feel like there's a voice in my head that does not like that. I don't want to say a voice, that makes me sound crazy, but there's like a message, we'll say that, in my head that's like, should you be worried? Or, the birds are going crazy right now. Just listen to that. But there's a voice that's basically kind of like, hey bitch, you should be worried, like, is this good? Kind of really just starting to get very critical of like what I'm doing. Is he okay? Is he safe? I feel like it's starting to worry, basically. It's just a worry wart, okay? But this worry wart makes me feel very anxious and very apprehensive of whoever I'm dating. So like any guy that I start to meet, I start to critique them because I realize that like, okay, like, is he good enough? Or is he too good to be true? Or is he sincere? Just starting to worry about weird shit. And I'm realizing that I can't do that, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to worry about stuff that I don't really need to worry about. Like, I don't need to worry about stuff out of fear. I don't need to worry from a place of like, oh, I'm not good enough, so of course he doesn't like me. Or when is he going to not like me? Or when is he going to go, basically. Very abandonment issues that get triggered. But I realized that they're there, and I've also realized that at some point I have to move past them. So I might as well just start to believe the opposite, like that. Well, I don't want to say that they're not there, but at the same time, why not me? I might as well get the best. I want the best. I'm wanted. I'm desired. Kind of just a positive affirmations to where I don't have that much time to think about the shit that brings me fucking down, which is, you know, all the other shit. Like, you know, is he being sincere? Is he gonna be attracted to somebody else? Or, you know, at some point, again, abandonment issues where it's like, at some point he'll leave. And I don't want to think that way anymore. I can translate that to my job too. There's always this, when it comes to me with jobs, I often feel that at some point I'm going to hate it, to be honest. But at the same time, I realize that with my current job, although it's really hard and it is a lot, I'm learning that I'm also really good at it and I have a talent for it. And I think that I feel it in moments, but then also I'm told it by my peers and people who've been like in education way longer than I've even been alive. So I don't know, it's really interesting because it's like at the same time, I feel like there's this need for more in my life. Like I just want more excitement, more fun, more control, more freedom. Sometimes in my current job, I feel like like I don't have that at all. Like I don't have the power that I want, the ease sometimes that I want, because again, I feel like teaching, I don't know if I said that to the podcast, but I'm a teacher and it's just very fucking stressful. So yeah, it's stressful and I feel like I don't want to do it at times, but at the same time I feel like, oh shit, Ellis, are you letting go of something that is really good for you? Because all these people are telling you that it's good, you know? But at the same time, I need to listen to myself and I need to see what it is that I want to do while also knowing that I'm good at it. You know, like I don't have to leave it because I'm bad and the world isn't going to turn to shit if I leave teaching. But at the same time, I have to do what's best for me, or I should do what's best for me. I want to do what's best for me. Not on a career level, but like on a soul level and on a level where I'm happy and content at least. Like I don't know, I don't want to be one of the millions of people who like shit on their job. I've realized too that like it doesn't matter what you work, like you can love your job. You could be a janitor and love your job. You can be a police officer and love your job. Like I imagine that I wouldn't, because I wouldn't as those jobs, but at the same time there are certain people who love those jobs and they're great, they're awesome, they attract amazing people to them because they're so happy. I want that to be me. I want to be a person who's excited about what I do, and maybe I'm gonna try and foster that now. I'm gonna just like focus on the good things that I love and start to tell myself and affirm to myself that I love my job and I love what I do and that I'm wanted, because those are the fears that often like hold me back. It's like I'm not wanted, I'm met with adversity, these things that make me feel like life is so hard, but I'm starting to have to reconstruct that and like basically adopt the lucky boy syndrome. I feel like I really do love the lucky boy syndrome content or lucky girl syndrome content, but I just feel like I'm a lucky boy. Like I feel like things just always work out for me. Maybe I have to be delusional. That may be a little delusional, but I feel like it's better to be delusional in my own favor than not. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So I'm gonna work on being delusional and being a lot more positive about myself and more, you know, in my own favor in my thinking. Because it's like I recognize how many self-deprecating thoughts I have in myself, like feeling like I'm not enough, and that does nothing for me. Like it just doesn't benefit me. One of my favorite YouTubers always says, don't get mad, get paid. And I'm like, that is it. I don't want to get mad about my inequities and just start to get paid with things that I do have, you know? I don't know, that's a whole nother podcast episode. But I just wanted to get on here and all of that shit and say that you are enough. I said that in the last video, but the next level of that is that you deserve the good shit that is coming into your life. So, love it, cherish it, thank God for it, thank the universe for what you have, and just ask for more, because why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, but thanks for listening to my podcast. This is Confessions of a Queer Black Boy. My name is ellisxmonte, and I will see you in the next video.